let's quit talking about Congressman Kirk. I want to talk about this great country. You see, like many of the people in this room, my parents came to this country as immigrants, both of them. And when they came here, they had nothing. They had no money, they had no education, they didn't speak the language. But they came to this great country because it represented something. The promise of America, the promise that only in this great country, if you're willing to work hard and struggle and sacrifice, only in this great country can you achieve anything. For yourself, for your children, and your children and grandchildren can have more opportunities than you ever could have imagined. That in this great country, it doesn't matter how many letters are in your last name, something that I know a little bit about. It doesn't matter what kind of accent you have. It's not supposed to matter what color your skin tone is. If you're willing to work hard, then in this great country you can accomplish anything. But tragically, we've lost sight of that promise of America. You start seeing racial profiling, like what took place in Arizona. You start hearing some of the dangerous and hurtful rhetoric based on what took place in New York. You hear people whose only idea for immigration reform is to just keep on building a higher, taller wall. Instead of electing people who believe in the promise of America, leaders who are practical about solving solutions, and remember what this great country has always stood for and always meant. That's why I'm running for the United States Senate, because I think about my parents every single day. And I think about this great country that they traveled across an ocean to be a part of. So we have a choice, and this is why this election is so important. Are we going to go back to some of the hateful rhetoric that divides us, the fear-mongering, the racial profiling, or are we going to all come together? Are we going to come together, work together, and move this great country forward? We need to start talking about what we want this country to look like in 2040. What we want this country to look like in 2050. What do we want this country to look like in 100 years from now? That's why elections matter, because the people we put into office will determine what that vision of America looks for. I am running for the United States Senate because I want to work and fight for everyone, regardless of their accent, regardless of their skin color, and regardless of what their last name looks like. But I need your help to do so. You know what my battle is, you know what my fight is, but I need you to fight with me for the next 2.5 weeks. And that means getting everyone engaged, involved, tell your friends, your neighbors, your family members, remind them of what's at stake. The future of the United States. This is a race that is not about me. It's not about Illinois Democrats versus Republicans. This is a race about the future of the United States and these young men and women behind me. What do we stand for? What do we stand for? Thank you very much.